that's what I really mean when like I'm singing a song. I don't sing it if I don't mean it.
Before he became the king of pop, before he moonwalked his way to becoming the biggest star of the 80s, before releasing the best-selling album in history, Thriller, back in 1982, Michael Jackson grew up in a Jehovah's Witness family. He was the 8th of 10 children. His father was relentless, pushing his children to perform and would often whip Michael. My name is Michael McCrudden, detailing the life of Michael Jackson. Not prior to fame, the guy was famous quite young. We're going to talk about his early years of success. Michael Jackson was born in Gary, Indiana on August 29, 1958. His mother, Catherine Esther Scrouse, was a devout Jehovah's Witness who worked at Sears. His father, Joseph Walter, or Joe Jackson, was a former boxer who also worked as a steel worker at U.S. Steel. Both of his parents had musical aspirations, but failed ambitions. He grew up with 3 sisters, Rebby, Latoya, and Janet, and 5 brothers, Jackie, Tito, Jermaine, Marlon, and Randy. A 6th brother, Marlon's twin brother, died shortly after birth. His father, Joe, spoke later in life that he was both physically and mentally abusive to young Michael. He would orchestrate rehearsals for the family, but was relentless. There was no time for a break, and if anyone stepped out of line, he would pull out the whip. Michael recalls suffering from nightmares, chronic sleep problems, and a disposition to be hyper-complacent with all, especially his father.
I would do my schooling, which was 3 hours with the tutor, and right after that, I'd go to the recording studio and record, and I'd record for hours and hours till it was time to go to sleep.
His lack thereof of a childhood was something he was in search of throughout the later years of his life. In 1965, when Michael was 7, the Jackson 5 was formed, consisting of Jackie, Tito, Jermaine, Marlon, and Michael. The following year, the group won a local talent show performing James Brown's hit, I Got You, I Feel Good. From 1966 to 1968, the band toured the Midwest, frequently performing at a string of black clubs known as the Chitlin Circuit. They would open for acts like Etta James. Joe Jackson wouldn't turn a gig down. The group often performed at cocktail lounges where striptease and adult behavior was going on. They also performed at many school auditoriums. In August of 1967, while touring the East Coast, the group won a weekly amateur night concert at the Apollo Theater in Harlem. In 1969, the Jackson 5, they signed with Motown Records and the family relocated to Los Angeles. Around this time, Rolling Stone magazine described the young Michael as a prodigy with overwhelming musical gifts, writing that he quickly emerged as the main draw and lead singer. The group set a chart record with their 4 singles, I Want You Back, ABC, The Love You Save, and I'll Be There. They all peaked at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. Michael transformed from child performer to teen heartthrob overnight. The Jackson 5 would remain together for the next 7 or 8 years, but the brothers began to work on their own individual aspirations. Michael, he pursued a solo career as well as a career in film. Starring in a film titled The Wiz, in which he played a scarecrow, he sparked up a long-term work relationship with musician and producer Quincy Jones. The two would work together on Michael's first 2 solo albums, Off the Wall and Thriller, which went on to break every record known to man. It became the best-selling album of all time worldwide, selling an estimated 65 million copies. And the rest of the story, well, you know the story. This is before they were famous. My name is Michael McCrudden, and I'm keeping you guys up to date on all your favorite celebrities. Let me know in the comment section down below who you want me to do next. I'll report on anybody. We're doing Cristiano Ronaldo, we're doing Nicki Minaj, today we did Michael Jackson. Guys, let me know who you want me to do in the future. Also, hit that subscribe button. I am growing this channel, pumping out all sorts of entertaining content. So sit back, relax, subscribe, let me do the work. All you gotta do is poke a few buttons. Have you subscribed yet? Okay, good. All right, see you in the next video.